All right, Watt. Let's start running down the schedule a little bit. Preseason, we ain't gonna get into that because I know y'all ain't really playing. Only 3 games. I do want to see you. There's no game I want to see. I would say Minnesota at Green Bay, but if you play in Minnesota, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
Week 1, Cowboys. Micah versus Njoku. I'm excited for that. Add a little color to the trash talk that took place this past Super Bowl, so that'll be good.
Definitely.
Clemson quarterback versus Clemson quarterback week 2.
Yep. No, I think that Dallas game is we spoke on before. It's just a great opportunity for both teams to be able to show what we got, compete at a high level. You know, you really treat this like a primetime game for sure. So it's good. And then going down to Jacksonville, you know, a team I'm familiar with in that conference down there. It'll be a little hot, but it'll be all good for
It's gonna be hot.
us.
Giants, you know what I'm saying? We gonna be in Cleveland, back in Cleveland, New York Giants.
Back in Cleveland.
Interested to see the quarterback. I want to see what their team looks like now. You know what I'm saying? No Saquon. Seems like they got a quarterback competition.
Really?
Yeah. They brought in
Wait,
Drew Lock. Drew Lock.
Didn't know that. I didn't know he was competing. Okay.
You know what face you just made? You remember when
What?
Lil Wayne? Remember when Lil Wayne? They were giving him a list of the top rappers all the time, and he's like Gucci. Shout out my nigga Gucci.
Shout out to Drew, man. Shout out my dog Drew.
We gonna be in Vegas. Drew Lock, one of the best basketball players in the NFL. I'll have to give my dog his kudos.
Yeah.
We gonna go to Vegas. I say we because you know anytime you in Vegas, I'm in Vegas. I gotta get on the table.
I'm already knowing you is the whole weekend.
Exactly. Washington Commanders. That's gonna be interesting because I think Jaden will probably be starting by then. And that defense versus a rookie quarterback and Jim Schwartz is gonna be. It's gonna be interesting. I'll just say that it's gonna be interesting because I think like you can see whatever you want in college. You've never seen a defense like Jim Schwartz in that pressure package.
Yeah. And the guys we got too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, vets that's experienced, that's hungry. You know what I'm saying? And these guys, hey, they're gonna be piped up every week too.
Piped up. And you're gonna have to figure out how to block Miles. That's just one thing you have to do.
That's where you gotta start. You gotta start with that.
Get your mind wrapped around that.
Ain't no protection this week. Protection is 95. Slide his way. And we doubling him for sure.
We don't care where they bringing pressure from. We blocking him.
2. Let's block him.
Then we got Philadelphia Eagles. I always think that's gonna be interesting because just remember seeing that preseason. Right, y'all practice together so much like last year. They got a new coordinator, right? A new OC. I want to see how that looks. He's talking about using more motion.
Right. They got a new DC too, right?
Yeah, I think so. They got a lot going on. A lot of moving and shaking.
Yeah, a lot of moving parts. That'll be fun. A good environment to play in.
Cincy at the crib, Baltimore at the crib, back-to-back divisional games.
I like that. Start off the divisional games at home. Good. That's good.
Then we got Chargers at the crib, so you ain't got to go to the West Coast. I really like y'all schedule, just how it's set up for y'all. You ain't doing a lot of traveling.
Nah, especially early on. We get the bye week, week 10. But
I guess Vegas is your only real like long trip. You got Vegas,
but it's long, but at least it starts off. It's not in the middle between Washington and Philly.
Yeah.
So we go to the West Coast, or we got home, we go to the West Coast, come back, and now we still on East Coast time for the next 2 weeks. And then we come home, divisional.
Chargers, going to have a new mentality, new head coach. Look forward to that. The Saints at the Saints. Man, I remember the last time he played in New Orleans.
Oh, that was so fun.
That game was
heartbreaking.
Rocking. It was,
it was definitely rocking.
That game was rocking. Night game, piped up. That was a game. That was one of the funniest games I've ever been to. Unfortunate that you lost.
Nah, it was fun for sure.
Then the Thursday night game, then the Monday night game. I get what you're saying. Like that's a lot of break. 21st to the 2nd.
Yeah.
Then at Pittsburgh, the Chiefs got to come to the crib. They got to block Miles. Every time I think about like a
Gotta block
quarterback who
Miles.
passes a bunch, you just gotta block Miles. That's a tough stretch. So the Chiefs in the Thursday night game with the Bengals, whew, those are
Yeah,
two high level quarterbacks back to back.
no,
Then,
definitely. And then we get a Sunday night game,
mm-hmm.
Miami,
And then
and then
that Baltimore Ravens game could be at any time. That could be for all the
anytime.
marbles. I'm hoping
Yep.
it's like y'all playing to win the division, and it's just like a Sunday night game. Everybody's coming to watch. But the schedule,
No, that'll be fun. Schedule, especially the back side of the schedule is definitely fun.
it's gonna be a favor. It's a favorable schedule in terms of like the tough teams. You got them for the most part at home. Divisional teams, both places. But
No, definitely. And it's crazy though, because you get like the strength of schedule, and it's like, oh, this team got the. I think we had like the number one strength of schedule, but you're like, bro, it's the NFL.
everybody's good.
Like everyone's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the most important is like, okay, how much traveling we actually got to do, because people don't really count that in. Like going to the West Coast twice or having to spend a whole week out there. Like, yeah, you got to adapt. You got to get new climates and things like that. But at the end of the day, it's still football. Everybody's good. Just because a team was 0 or 1 and such last year, don't mean they can't flip it and go.
Yeah, and I
You know
think a
what I'm
lot of
saying?
people don't
So
understand like the schedule's based on where you ranked in the division last year. If you ranked
yeah,
first in the division, you're gonna play the other first place teams in the AFC West. You know what I'm saying? Central.
right.
Just that's the name of the game.
Yeah, for sure.
You earn that first place, and then you just gotta go run it back. So it'll be
Running
fun to
back.
see.
Sorry, yeah. So I think the schedule, of course, it comes down to just how many primetime games you got, because everybody looking at that. You want the primetime games,
Y'all
and
got
then
about
it's
four of
like,
them. You got four of them
yeah,
joints.
and a lot can be adjusted too,
Yeah.
especially on the towards the end. But then it's just like, all right, cool. Who we playing home? Who we playing away? You pretty much already knew that. And then it's like, all right, when do we play them away? You know what I'm saying? Like imagine playing like us. Like we got Jacksonville early, so it's gonna be a hot one. So that whole week, hey, you gotta hydrate. You feel me? We're going to a hot environment. But if you had, what I'm saying, you got Miami late in December, so a warm team gotta come to the cold. It's gonna be, however in January. So yeah, all that stuff take factor.
I might come out to Miami, stretch my legs a little bit. That's about the time I need to see some sun, get some golf in, so I'm ready for it.
No, definitely.
Nah, the schedule looks amazing. I'm looking forward to a great season. But we appreciate y'all. Thanks for tapping in to another episode of QB Unplugged.